72 with wave heights now at 21 feet. So really rough for us just offshore. It's about 3-4 miles offshore from Bald Head Island, okay? I want to update you on what we know with the storm as far as the gusts today. We had wind gusts in South Carolina up to 80 miles per hour, category 1 force there. Bald Head Island, it's the 72 right there. Charleston, gust to almost 70 miles an hour there. That's a satellite view, and it is very impressive. Just look at the motion of that as it scrapes the coastline here. It technically has not made a landfall in continental U.S. And you can see this is Bald Head Island. This sits right out here. And look how close that eye is right now. Frank Panchols is making very close to being in the eye. We'll see if it actually gets there or not. All right, I want to update you on what's going on with some of the other issues with this hurricane, because for some of you, you're going to have some problems with a continuous onshore flow for us here. There's a look at some of the winds that we're dealing with right now, and winds have been gusting in places like Myrtle Beach at over 50 miles per hour for us here. It's been an offshore flow, though. Right now, winds at 52. Wilmington, your winds have been ratcheting up today. Your northeast at 37.
Man, that's been a slow-ass storm, huh?
Each incremental minute we go by here, get higher and higher. And I think they're only going to go higher as we go through the night. South Carolina, a little bit of good news. Your power outages have gone down just a little bit. They were, I think, around 250 at one point. Now they're at 217 for us here. And North Carolina, you're going the wrong way. Your power outages are going up, not down. Now stands about 21,000 customers without power in Robeson County. You've got the most, about 3,000 customers without power. Here's a look at the tropical storm force wind probabilities, if you will. What are our odds of getting winds over 39 miles an hour? On the coastline, high, 90% or more. But even as you go back toward maybe the Raleigh area, it's not zero. You get maybe about 20 to 30% odds of getting tropical storm force winds, but it gradually decreases as you go farther from the shoreline here, farther from the eye. How much surge could we get here? And it's certainly going to depend on how the high tide coincides with that. I think at the high tides, these numbers are possible. In isolated locations, 7 feet, but it's going to happen overnight with the high tide cycles here around Wilmington and Hatteras being 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? By tomorrow afternoon, with the next high tide cycle, the hurricane itself is going to be way up here off the coastline, and I think an exiting hurricane isn't going to provide you nearly the kind of onshore flow or intensity of wave push that you would get otherwise. Here's a look at the rainfall forecast: 3 to 6 inches here in eastern North Carolina with isolated spots. That's more than that's still to come on top of what we've already seen around Norfolk. By the way, we're upping the rainfall forecast here some. Upwards of 5 inches of rain is possible. Now notice how quickly this thing moves. By Friday evening, 100-mile-an-hour winds, but it's well off the coast at this point, so it's accelerating at this point, but still cannot rule out a direct hit in North Carolina. The place that's really felt it today is South Carolina, but conditions should start to improve there. That doesn't mean that this evening is any better, but maybe mentally, Mark, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We've just got to get through the next few hours.
Yeah, I'm hoping that tunnel isn't miles long, because it is the southwest side of the storm means business. The winds have been steadily increasing over the past 10 to 20 minutes. I think we're right back to those gusts, getting into that 40 to 50 mile per hour range again after a brief break just before that point, where the winds were calming down just a bit. They're effectively back. And that wind is moving the water around and moving the rain around, and that's having real impacts. Let me give you one example of that. We had a bunch of sirens going by just outside one of our hits about an hour ago. It's because one of the properties just over the dune line here had water get into one of the fire alarms, those red boxes. It triggered the basically the same thing as if somebody had pulled it. So the fire department, the local fire department here in Myrtle Beach, didn't know that it wasn't just a full fire alarm for a real fire. It was because water got into the thing and shorted it out. Once they were there and checked it out, they determined it wasn't full. Nothing was actually broken on that, that trigger. It was just because water had found its way in. So water having a lot of impacts here. That's one of them. The other, of course, is that the grounds are saturated after 8 inches of rain today. We broke the daily record, by the way, at something like 8 in the morning, and then it continued to rain throughout the rest of the day. So we're just adding to that total. The grounds are saturated. The winds are still picking up, and from that other direction now. And so They were out there trying to fix everything. Part of that was through tornado damage. There were some tornadoes about 5 to 6 a.m. Lots of electricity in the South area, and a couple of tornadoes came through. Some damage, especially
Well, good evening from Bemis, Tennessee. I'm William Brantley, sharing with you the latest weather information I have among various locations, and I thought I'd share that with you as well. Well, God bless each and every one of you here on YouTube from Bemis, Tennessee, and talk to you later on. Bye-bye.